G'day, it's 4:07 AM here in the south of France in the beautiful hills of Le Beausset, and today I'm making my way from here to the beautiful town of Fonsberg near Spielberg in the Austrian Alps via Vienna. Let's go! So that was an hour and 46 minutes from Le Beausset to Nice, and I've just filled up the hire car with fuel. And it's pretty much a straight drive on the freeway. There's a few toll gates along the way, as you saw. Beautiful sunrise this morning with the lovely fog. Fuel is not cheap here compared with even Australia. I thought Australia was expensive, but when you compare it to perhaps Bahrain, where we're paying 50 euro cents a litre, and what is this here? 1.5, so 3 times the price. No, it was 30 euro cents, so it's 5 times the price here. So I had this car for 5 days and I really like it. It's obviously dirty at the moment, but I'd be very interested in getting one of these. It's a Golf. It's not the most powerful model, but certainly it's comfortable. And I've had a car before that has the automatic high beams, and boy, that's a great plus in a car. So that's my Golf. It's now back here at 6th and no damage done to it. Now we head into Nice Airport to catch our flight at 8:50 AM to Vienna. When you collect your rental car and you drop it back, you have to walk from the airport terminal through to the car park where all the car rental companies are, and you walk through this lovely green area. It's like a little tropical jungle, and it's a really nice feature of Nice Airport. Today I'm flying Wizz Airlines. Now I've flown them a couple of times before, pretty good airline, low cost-ish. I have seat 1A, so I paid for a little bit of extras and got 32 kilos of baggage and a large carry-on, plus my lens, but hopefully they don't pick that up. So I have this extensive envelope full of documentation today, and it includes a COVID vaccine certificate, a passport, and then about 20 sheets of paper, all of which I believe I need in order to get me into Austria without quarantining on arrival. Let's see if we can check in. It was at this time that the audio stopped working on the video camera, but I gave the gentleman behind the counter my passport. I plonked down my paperwork there to get out what I needed, and all he asked for was my COVID vaccination certificate and my PCR test, which I had done on Saturday. It was as easy as that. I always love this little escalator here. What is it, about a dozen steps? And then it leads up into this brightly lit duty-free outlet, which every single airport has. Now I'm going out of gate A14, which is that way. All the B gates are that way, and I gather that the B gates are for flights that go outside the EU or Schengen, and hence you have to do a bit more to get out. I wonder if they have the Lacoste tracksuit that Lewis wore on Saturday. No, all they have are the simple polo shirts. And upstairs here there's a food court with a couple of places open, but Jamie Oliver's not open, and I quite love Jamie's pasta, and it's the same the world over. So Nice Airport, I don't mind. It's small, it's got some nice shops, good food, and I've got to get off now. And although this terminal is a lot quieter than it normally is, it's certainly nothing like Terminal E at the Moscow airport that I featured in my most recent travel video, and I'll put the link below if you haven't seen that. It's a ripper. Just come for a walk down to this section of the terminal, which is gates A2 to about A9, are beautifully air conditioned. And when you get up to the top bit, oh my God, it's hot. I must admit I haven't eaten very well of late, just eating for convenience. But I found this place here that does juices, so hopefully they have something healthy for me here that's also tasty. Kim? Merci, monsieur.
You're welcome.
Embarquement immédiat pour l'Air France 6205, merci.
I missed the priority boarding because I was drinking my shake. So they've scanned everyone into the flight, but they're holding them here in the first section of the air bridge, and the second section's absolutely free of people. But I seem to remember them doing this last time I was on their flight, so maybe this is just the thing that they do. So now they've moved us on about another 20 metres down here, and they're holding us up halfway along the second air bridge.
Hello, welcome.
Hello to you. Now you notice that I put this mask on because they're asking as you get on the flight if you have one of these surgical masks, which I do, but a lot of people don't, so they're actually giving them away. If you get on without one, know that they'll provide you with one. And in front of me, it looks like I'm looking at a car windscreen. No, that's fine. See ya. Well, we didn't pay very much for the flight, so it's probably not unfair to expect to get an outside gate here, and as you can see, a bus back to the terminal. Good news, Vienna airport has air conditioning. So coming into Vienna, we had to show at the little stand back there my passport, and I presented my COVID certificate and also my PCR test, which was done on Saturday at the track. And they asked where I've been, and I mentioned I've been to France, Russia and Azerbaijan, and I got through. So I didn't need to show the letter or anything else from the circuit, and it was very quick and easy. Guten Tag. Well, I shouldn't be in a taxi, but I am, because I thought I'd made a booking for a rental car here in Vienna to drive to Spielberg and then come back on Sunday night. But when I got to Sixt Rent-A-Car, they said, no, you have no bookings. I have no bookings with anyone. So now we're having to, and they wanted 1,300 euros for 7 days. So no, we're going into the city and getting one for half that price. So a slight delay, but not the end of the world. And it's very hot here. It's about 32 degrees. Well, this is turning into quite an exercise, because now they want nearly 900 euros. At this stage, we could be catching the train. Last, we have some paperwork and we have a car. But I'm thinking he's saying it's a very small car, and I said, well, I fit that luggage in. He says, oh, probably not. So, right, what do we need? Well, you need this car, and that's another 300 euros more, and he's given me a special discount. So I say, take us up and show us this car, and let's see if the luggage fits in. And this is the car he shows us. The luggage fits in. So I don't know whether that's some elaborate scam to just upsell you, but thankfully, we're away now after much dicking around. It's still getting reamed, don't worry about that. Still playing way over the mark, but it's not like we had a choice. Use the Google Translate app. Download it before you leave home, and then use the camera feature to simply focus on signs, menus, anything in foreign language, and the app translates it for you in real time. Invaluable, especially when you're dealing with languages like Chinese or Japanese, which have completely different characters.
Everything is upside down. Don't know what's going on.
Just stopped at this restaurant for some local Austrian cuisine, and the interesting thing is here is if you want to sit inside and eat, which you can do, you need to have been vaccinated, which I have been, so I can eat inside. Hello.
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 It's my new friend. I left the apartment at 5 a.m. and what are we now? 1 p.m. and we've still got another hour and 45 minutes to go to get to this apartment in Spielberg. But I haven't had a Big Mac for a few weeks now, so I thought I'd treat myself. And I know it's technically not really that great to eat, but I just need something that rewards me for my inconvenience today. We've been lost. I've been to 3 different places trying to find this place, and this gentleman here happens to know where it is.
Yes, here, look at this.
Yeah.
You here?
Yeah? That's about 2 kilometres away. But the best thing is, he runs a bottle shop, and look, the hardest drink in Europe and America to find, and I've just come in to ask for some assistance from this fella, and I ended up with a bottle of drink. So it's all worked out pretty well. But apart from that, he sells Coke, but curiously, look at that, in crates. Now, I haven't seen Coke in crates like this for a very long time. So we're still a bit lost out here, but it's lovely countryside. And we're very lucky to have this man here who's driving us to this particular apartment. Do you know where we're going?
I don't know. I'm just calling.
Okay.
For the right way.
These people have been very, very helpful to us. And this is our 4th attempt at finding this apartment. Right, here we go again. It has been a bit of an adventure getting here. I think we've extended it by about 100 minutes from what it should have taken. And we're very keen to have a schnitzel back in Fohnsdorf. Is that us? Oh, we're going back, are we? Rightio. We've come too far, I think. This might be us here. This is us. Oh my gosh, we found it. We drove straight past it. That took a heck of a long time to find, but it's got this lovely, lovely garden out here with a couple of deck chairs here for lounging about in. It's very hot today. It's every bit of 32. And I actually booked this apartment before this race was announced, so I got it at normal rates, not F1 rates. And F1 rates, as you may well know, are extortionate in many places. And it's only about 5 kilometres from the track. Right, this is our little apartment, and it's not so little. In fact, it's, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. This is very much like the pictures, and I'm pleased to say that it has not disappointed. Look at that, that's lovely with an arch here. I don't know how old this building is, but it certainly looks nice. Television and a, what is that, a fire? I don't think we're needing that, 32 degrees. So that's bedroom 1. This is bedroom 2, which is also like a studio apartment, which is lovely. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's beautifully fitted out, nice artwork on the walls, maybe a bird lover here. And a bathroom, I imagine, and importantly a washing machine and a dryer. That is a real bonus, because staying in the last apartment we didn't have access to a washing machine and certainly not a dryer, and staying in hotels is just sometimes horrendously expensive to do laundry. This is Fohnsdorf, and thank you for coming along on the journey with me today. Remember, if you haven't liked this video, please do so now. Also subscribe, and if you'd like to get notifications, click the bell button. And for a whole lot of freebies, become a member of the page. You'll find my digital images at prostarpics.com for personal and editorial use. You'll find my F1 photo books at kimillman.com, along with some new merchandise, hoodies, t-shirts, and a whole range of stuff. If you'd like to own some of my images as NFTs, head to OpenSea, there's a link below. And for my best images live from the track and all during the week, head to Instagram at Kim Illman. Thanks for watching, and stay passionate. You'll find my F1 photo books at kimillman.com. Bloody hell, did that get bright? I keep my eyes open now.